Today's training is just going to be a bro day or whatever you call it nowadays. It's just almost going to be only shoulders and arm isolation. Just starting with some chest to bar pull-ups, then lateral raises, then preacher curls and incline curls, and then some triceps. Probably tricep push down today to end with. And though it's not a lot of stuff and pretty easy exercises, I wanted to say a few things before the training today, because my triceps, as you know, have always been my strong point. Because I've done so much handstand push-ups, things like that, it has just gotten significantly strong. I mean, in a handstand, even though it's not working dynamically, it's still gonna work in a contracted position asymmetrically, constantly. My biceps, on the other hand, I've often neglected biceps because my focus has not been on developing my physique, but just on strength in general. But just from prioritizing it a little bit more, I'm quickly getting a lot stronger. On the Sundays, I'm doing alternating dumbbell curls, and I've been able to get up to 20 reps per arm with 18 kilo dumbbells. Though with a little bit of body English on the last few reps, it's still a really good way to be at, even for someone who is weak at biceps. I mean, I'm only calling myself weak relative to the other things I know I'm capable of. Like the same thing with my pull-ups. Other people would be happy with over 20 pull-ups and 50 kg. But I know people around the level that I compare myself to, and the people I want to aspire to get better than. I know that they can do more than that with the pull-ups or in the strength, in the curls. So, but actually, I'm not really a big fan of these here. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't really like the alternating dumbbell curls too much. So I think I'm going to, now that I've hit 20 reps, I'm gonna switch over to either preacher curls, because I've done those before, and from my experience I get a really good squeeze in those, and I can push myself really hard, and it's easy to just go super strict because you have the feedback where your arms are locked to your leg, just like in the preacher curl as well. It's impossible to cheat. Or I'm going to be doing neutral grip curls, because we have one bar where I train that has like neutral grips here, but I just don't feel like when I do this movement here that I feel the contraction in my bicep as much as if I just turn it a little bit more, right? Like, I don't know what it is. I get a little bit more contraction when I do like this, so I might just do easy bar curls instead. I mean, that is also really good. I have pain when I do like just straight arm curls like here, like this, because I get a little bit of stretch here on the inside. You can see that my wrist, the way that I built, will have a tendency to fall in like this if I don't do anything. So when I get stretched into this position, I just get some pain on the medial side of the wrist. And the same thing if I try to do chin-ups too much. That's why you'll usually never see me do chin-ups. Not because I don't want to, but I simply get the pain because of how my body is designed. But yeah, just from adding in this biceps prioritized day, I've seen a lot of progress, and it shouldn't come as a surprise, because I've never had a day like this before. And even though I'm doing pull-ups and lateral raises before, it's not a lot of stuff that I'm doing beforehand. So I have a lot of mental, like, I'm still very focused when I get to the bicep stuff, because it's such an easy day, and I generally just have a lot of power left. And just within the last month on preacher curls, I've went from 9 to 12 reps with 30 to 33 kg, and though it's not much, like I know people who can do 50 kg for the same amount of reps, it feels really good for me. So I'm very confident about building up to 20 reps this year with 33 kg. And after that, I'll probably move up to around 38, 40 kg. And the goal is to start at 10 and build up slowly again to 40. The first few weeks when I start at 10, it's probably the first couple of weeks like I'm not going to be at failure. But after that, we will just increase it slowly, and when needed, all 3 sets that I do with the top weight will begin all being to failure. And then I have a set after that with 20% less weight, just to get in some more volume and get some blood flow to my elbow joint, to the biceps and stuff like that, and build up strength while also repairing and strengthening the tissue a little bit. And then the incline curls, I feel those a lot more than all the other stuff, obviously because of the stretch here behind the body and in the shoulder here, like the full stretch that you're getting in the biceps, as it also crosses up here at the shoulder. That's why I think it's important to do a variation that has more external and focus bias, and with shoulder extension to get the full stretch, but more lengthened focus, and also do something like an concentration curl here, where you're getting the internal rotation and the shoulder flexion, so you're getting the full contraction, the squeeze, so you're getting a little bit of each thing, and then you can do some normal curls or something like that and then you have pretty much targeted everything that you can for your biceps. And if you just train hard with that, have a few days where you prioritize it. I know people like Bald Omni-Man, he has like 2-3 arm days, something like that, because it's very easy to recover from when you have built up the capacity. That is the key. A lot of people will try to just add arm days and go from not having an arm day just to having a full arm day of like 8 sets for the biceps and 8 sets for the triceps, going all out in each set. And that will probably be too much if you're not used to that, especially if you're going all out. So if you're adding an arm day, maybe start with 2 or 3 sets per exercise, so you get like 4 to 6 sets total for the biceps, and the same for the triceps. And maybe not everything to failure. Leave a couple reps in the tank. Maybe start with higher reps to build up the capacity in your tendons as well, on both sides. And after that, you can begin going to failure on more sets, eventually on all the sets, and then you can add a few more sets and when you need that. And only if you need that. If you're making progress and you're getting stronger, there's no need to add more. But if you start to begin to stagnate, maybe the solution would be to add a little bit more, or add in stuff like myo reps or drop sets after your last set. So yeah, that is the plan for today. For the lateral raises, I'm getting close to 20 reps with 16 kilo dumbbells. So that is really exciting if I can hit that in the next month. Obviously the goal is to get 20 reps with 20 kg this year, and I honestly didn't believe I could get that when I started out lateral raises around the beginning of December. But the progress has been like insane, like 6 kg per arm, like over 50% increase. So we will see how far we can take it. 20 reps with 20 kilo dumbbells, like super strict out to the side like this, with arms locked. That is going to be absolutely unbelievable. So I only managed to record pull-ups for this one because the gym was so crowded. But for the pull-ups, I did 5 sets of 6 reps with the chest to bar reps, and I can do 12 in a set, so this is quite a bit away from failure, but that is still okay because it means I can focus absolutely like all out on explosive power, and I will be able to produce maximum force on pretty much all reps, which is good for increasing maximum strength because that is about force. That's all for this one. Bye.